Here we are on the very last stop in the Griff House room tour, the now entirely neglected computer room. As you could probably tell, there's a computer behind me, one whose insides have been blended by repeated undiscerning downloads and spyware attacks. It had a good run, but now that I have my own laptop and my brother has his own laptop, the computer here in the computer room is no longer used for its primary purpose, computing, or even its secondary purpose, a paperweight. As far as I can tell, the only reason that computer isn't currently occupying a landfill is because without it, you couldn't really call this room a computer room. It would just be the awkward room that adjoins my brother's room and mine, sitting here in room purpose limbo, belonging to no one and nothing, serving no purpose, eventually fading away into nothingness, disappearing into the space between dimensions. Ultimately, even the doors to this room would fade away, becoming indistinguishable from the walls surrounding them, and no one would remember that this room even existed. Perception of existence is 90% of existence. Remember that, butt kickers. Good afternoon, butt kickers. It's July 15, the 196th day of 2011, which means it's Elderly Men Day in the country of Kiribati, which is apparently an actual place. The population of Kiribati just barely exceeds 100,000, and they're small and old-fashioned enough to the point where a holiday called Elderly Men Day is taken seriously and with very few tongues in cheeks. To me, Elderly Men Day is not a surprising observance for a sparsely populated traditional country. Oh wow, you have a patriarchal society. How original. But what really confuses me is that tomorrow is Elderly Women Day for the fine, fine country of Kiribati. I mean, sure, the day celebrating men comes before the day celebrating women, but only by one day, and they both are only 24 hours long. I'm surprised it's not Elderly Men Week and Elderly Women Half Hour. But apparently Kiribati isn't a society ruled by men, but rather ruled by old people. President Edgar Cunningham and First Lady Enid Cunningham made an appearance at the Bingo Emporium today, and when asked to give a speech, he said, "Where am I? Can somebody change my diaper?" As a matter of fact, it's such an honor in Kiribati to be old that people are actually dissuaded from having children, because said kids, who would of course be young for quite a while, would be greatly shunned by society. "No, we will not start an education system for any of your 4 kids. First of all, we wouldn't restructure our entire society for any 1/25,000th of our population, certainly not such a young fraction. Second of all, senility is an admirable trait that all of us should strive to achieve, and if you start out stupid, you get there faster. Thirdly, has anyone seen my truss?" The national anthem of Kiribati is different every day because a majority of the population would just forget it most of the time anyway. Their Olympic team consists of one person, a real whippersnapper at the age of 55, and he plays all positions on their curling team. The national food is bran, the national bird is the pigeon, and their flag is a box of totals stapled to a piece of cloth. And nothing of what I just said was true. I apologize to all Kiribati-aware members of my audience, and please know that I did what I did out of lack of material. Some days are easy, and some days are devoid of historical significance. July 15 just happens to be the latter.
And until tomorrow, he's still Griff, and he's still talking.